Blessed be everybody, and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we have Loki joining us.
Hello. This is the first for me, so I just wanted to introduce myself to you guys. Hello. We're going to be focusing on the second chakra today. And if you've already watched the bath bombs for the root chakra, the first one, you basically know what's gonna happen here. The second chakra is your emotional, epicenter, where everything happens. When you have a balanced second chakra, you'll usually feel very self-confident, you have a positive image of yourself, you feel like you can handle even extreme situations, you're good. And if you have you usually also have, a pretty balanced sex life, healthy sex life.
Yes.
And when it comes to an imbalanced second chakra, usually you can feel out of sorts a lot. You go through periods of mania where you have, extreme high ups and downs. Mm-hmm. You feel overwhelmed very easily. You don't have a good image of yourself. You don't really like to spend time alone.
And you can it can kind of go the opposite way too, and the person can become
overly sexual.
Like
nymphomaniac, you mean?
Yeah, like a nymphomaniac, or they can even become arrogant. Like
superimposed.
Yeah, it's overcompensating, and they can become domineering. Very few people actually have a balanced root and sacral chakra. I find those areas the foundations seem to be very much lost these days.
There's a lot of focus on, the higher chakras, and even people who, there's those kinds of people that are not spiritual at all, and then there's those kinds of people who are very spiritual, but they tend to automatically go into, to try and go into the higher realms, third eye, crown chakra. They want to be up there instead of, starting from the bottom and building up their foundation and then going higher.
Well, absolutely. And it's really funny too, because with a lack of these two chakras, people end up wanting to have money, they want physical things. Either there's a complete avoidance of these two chakras, or there is
overindulgence.
There's overindulgence. So it's really kind of a catch-22 when you think about it. So I just wanted to interject here and let you know that this is the etheric layer of your auric sphere, or your aura, and this is a very powerful one as well. It normally goes out about 1 inch to 3 inches from your body.
When people talk about auras, this is usually the auric field that they
see.
Refer to,
Yeah.
because this is the one that has all the colors in it.
Yes.
And if somebody's angry or somebody's having a bad day, if you are aware of that, or if you're training to see those auras, those colors, that's what you're going to be seeing. It's the second auric layer.
And in the world meridian, Lake Titicaca in Peru, big up Peru, that is directly connected with the sacral chakra. So if you are in Peru, darlings, and you are ever visiting or you live there and you want to start balancing out that chakra, Lake Titicaca, darling, Lake Titicaca is where you want to be.
Put it on your list.
Put it on your list, boo. Put it on your list.
So now we're gonna get into how to do this. So excited. Let's hope I'm gonna not screw this up.
This is his first time doing this. So normally I gotta go into my office and close the door, and I spend some time. So it's really fun for him because he gets to do them himself now. I know he's gonna do wonderful. He's always good at stuff like this. So let's get her done, boo. Let's get her done. So what are they gonna need?
So for this one, we're also going to use chakra stones. So we're going to be using moonstone for this one. We will use Damiana herb, just to sprinkle a little in there if you want. It's optional, you don't have to. We are going to also use 3 oils, essential oils: vetiver, rosewood, and cinnamon. What else you need? You're going to need yellow as well as red food coloring, because this is going to mix an orangey kind of color. We're going to use castor oil as in the other one, Epsom salt as always, corn flour / corn starch wherever you live in the world, and citric acid, and some bicarbonate of soda slash, what's the other word called?
Baking soda.
Baking soda, right. Baking soda slash bicarbonate of soda. You're going to need some measuring cups as well as measuring spoons, a bowl, some molds. We're going to use some diamond shapes as well as some round shapes. It doesn't really matter what kind of shape you want. You can use soap molds, really anything. Just form them with your hands. It doesn't matter. We're also going to have some gloves here, protective gloves, so we're not going to get the mess all over the place, but...
Exactly. And as always, if you're making this, y'all, remember, if you are allergic to any of the botanicals, don't use them, okay? Don't use them.
Just substitute them with whatever feels right for you.
So I use vetiver because vetiver, again, is another very good grounding type of herb.
Basically the positive yin and yang.
Yeah, exactly. So I like vetiver because vetiver is also straight good for self-control, willpower, to be able to stay fast. So I wanted to bring that element in there. Okay, now I use the cinnamon because cinnamon is also, I find that it's really good with connecting the two chakras, right? So that you can have passion as well as the foundations, as well as the protection that goes along with it, you know. And it's also very enticing and very intoxicating. So I wanted to bring that element in there as well. But I wanted to go a little further up, right? So when I put in the rosewood, I put in the rosewood because the rosewood is also very good when it comes to the intoxication, when it comes to, you know, bringing that vibration up. It's almost an ascension oil, to be honest with you, because of the fact that it has that kind of higher vibration, but also has that woody kind of feeling that brings you up. And Damiana, the reason why I use Damiana is because Damiana is a great love herb. So I wanted to also bring in that connection, that intimacy, that passion, and all the emotions, bring them all together to one cohesive unit for this sacral backbone.
Just to put my 2 cents in, I think the ones that Odin shows are perfect because they also show you, you know, how the root chakra kind of has more of a male energy and the sacral chakra has more of a female energy, so they both balance each other out very, very nicely and build a cohesive unit.
There is a method to my madness, witches. Okay, so we're going to start off. So now you're going to have to put half a cup of your bicarbonate of soda. It's gonna go all over the place. I'll be Vanna Black.
Who?
Vanna White. What?
Sorry, I'm not from America. I don't know.
That's funny.
Vanna who?
Who's Vanna White? Vanna White is this awesome lady who used to spin the wheel on Wheel of Fortune.
Oh.
Right? And she once played in this movie where she played Venus. She was awesome. I love her. Do you remember when we were watching The Golden Girls and they had that where she said, you watch Vanna White's autobiography?
Yeah.
Read it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one hell of a book.
So it doesn't have to be exact, the measurements. It's just, you know, kind of,
sorta.
yeah. So next up is 1/4 cup of Epsom salt.
Mm-hmm.
We have the coarse ground. You can use the finely ground. 1/4 cup of corn flour.
And then you are going to put in 1/2 cup.
So a little more of the citric acid. We have about 10 bags of citric acid here at home, so that gives you an idea of how many bath bombs we're making in this household. So now we're going to mix all of those dry ingredients together.
Okay, so now we are going to mix our wet ingredients, okay? So you're going to start off with 3 tablespoons of castor oil.
So the castor oil, as Odin mentioned in the other video, he likes to use because of the
healing properties
that it has just for the skin, to give you a healthy skin and whatnot, and also...
You want to fill that up all the way, so...
Sorry, and also for the magical purposes.
Okay, so this one here, we're going to go hardcore. So we are going to put in 21 drops of the rosewood oil. We are going to put in 7 drops of the cinnamon. And we are going to put in 3 drops of the vetiver.
So because the vetiver is really thick, you can already see a kind of yellowish color. Smells amazing, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and put the food coloring in.
I really like that orange.
Gorgeous.
Well done.
Thank you.
Fabulous. I feel fabulous.
First try.
I know. And I was just like, he was putting the red in, I'm like, 10 drops. Like, oh,
Well, it needs to be orange, not yellow, so.
let's see. I was like, let's see if we can pull it together, and he did.
Thank you.
Muzzle's tough. And remember, you want to get it to a consistency that is going to be, when you squeeze it, it keeps its shape.
Feel like I'm baking something. And if you do have to add any more food coloring in this phase, you gotta be just very quick, otherwise it starts foaming. So just pour some in there and then start mixing it right away. I wanted to just show you guys this color because I really think this is gorgeous. It's a very kind of dark foundational orange. Love it. We are going to put in the Damiana now.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to take over here and put in as much as I feel I want in there.
And we're going to also put in the prayer as well. So we add it in, then we do our prayer over the whole thing.
There's a part of me that kind of wants to eat this.
It's
Don't
not
know
delicious.
why, but it's just delicious.
Now it's time to put them together.
So basically what we're doing now is we are filling, because we have 2 parts to our mold, so we're going to fill 1/2 up, press it in a little bit, and then add your moonstone in it, and then we're going to use the other half, also fill it up, kind of try and make a little heap, so you can push them together and make them stick, and then, yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much it. See, I have the 2 sides and they're heaping on both sides. Just want to close it up like this and just use sheer might. Brute force, exactly. To push them together. Now be careful you don't break your molds. I think I just almost broke with this one.
So here is our first one. Can you see that, guys? Gorgeous.
And here is the second one.
Yay!
Hey! There you go.
Thank you.
You really wanted to make these, didn't you?
Shut up.
I think it's cute.
Well, I saw him make the root chakra one, and I was like, God, this is interesting, hey? It's pretty cool. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to stand up for that just to get the pressure. And I'm a perfectionist, so it has to look nice too, you know?
Yeah.
Can't just
he
be
is.
round.
Trust me, he has to be perfect. And there you have it, everybody. This is the last of what I had left, so I just made a little mini itty bitty half of one from the sun.
For our son.
Yeah, totally. He's such a cutie. So there you are, darlings. It's all done. I wanted to thank Loki for being a part of this. It's been so much fun, and I'm sure our son is going to be having a great time with this. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure that we are going to be enjoying some of those as well pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I'm using some tonight. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's gonna take 7 baths.
I am. Be valid.
Oh well.
All right, everybody. So that is our episode for today. As I said before, if you have not pressed subscribe, boo-boos, you need to press subscribe and do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always leave a message below or send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com. I've said it before, boo-boos, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my world. It is an honor to have you in my magic. And you are always in my heart. We will see you again on another episode of what?
Witch
Please.
Police.
Love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye.